Radio.
Fatcat, man, y'all rockin' the Fatcat show. This is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you. Say it one more time. F-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fatcat show. This is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you. Here we go. No matter what you say, I'ma spit it how I spit it so you niggas can't forget it. Everybody is a critic. I walk in the dark with my chronicles veridic, with my game up the bar, so your girl'll let me hit it. Damn, man, my show's simply marvelous. You can stop the hating and debating, you can't argue this. Cause if you found something better, you would sip Moretta while wearing an ugly sweater. But my show you listening, so stop the whimpering. This is for the sinners and the born again Christians. Turn to Philippians. Nope, you can miss me then. If you wanna talk, take my number, you can hit me then. Cause you know my show was rocking. Fatcat, remember that when your girl is shocking. When them headphones are knocking. Fatcat show and you don't stop the knocking. F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fatcat show. This is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you. Say it one more time. F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fatcat show. This is my show. F-A-T, watch the time on you. Here we go.
Yo, what's cracking? You rocking with your boy, the thinking deacon, the sinister minister, the Rabbi Raymond Noodle, the preacher's grandson. Y'all know what's up. It's Fatcat, and I'm down with my dog, Roof. Y'all know who it is. He may not be in the video, but you see his picture. That's T Satellite Bills. What's cracking?
Not much, man. What's cracking with you?
Man, I hear a lot of little rattling in the background over there. I don't know what's going on.
Man, I dropped some little guy.
Yeah, little guy, man, I'm just saying, you're just messing up the audio with all that rattling and stuff like that. A bit of professionalism over here or something, man. You know?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm trying to be more like Trump every day.
Oh yeah. I realize that it's professionalism is really hard for you. But anyway, man, what's up to everybody? Thank you for rocking with the Fatcat show. And definitely we want to thank everybody for your continuous support. And we just want to say make sure you subscribe to the Fatcat Show Network on YouTube, y'all. And you can watch it right now on YouTube, on any of the Facebook pages. You can go to my personal page and watch it, or you can go to the Fatcat Show network page and catch the show and just show your continuous support. But anyway, like we always start off every show, we want to start off with our birthday wishes. Happy birthday to everybody that is celebrating birthdays in this month. I want to say a very special birthday shout out to my brother, whose birthday was on the 8th. Happy birthday, Silly B. Quincy Raleigh. And, of course, my birthday comes up, and I got a couple of cousins' birthdays that's coming up this month right here.
Oh, you about to turn 50, huh?
You know what? I would respond to that, but I know retardation is not the person's fault. But anyway, you just really throw stuff off, don't you? You just know how to do that to a person. But anyway, we wanna also Dan, okay. Happy birthday to Dan. Wow, our man Dan. Yep, so and we wanna give, just like there's life, there's death. And we at the Fatcat Show would like to send our heartfelt condolences out to those who may have lost people. And one of those, we lost Alex Trebek. We knew it was coming up. You know, he was sick. You know, everybody need to, take better care of themselves. Go get them checkups. Me and we like to procrastinate with it. But anyway, we would just want to send our heartfelt condolences out to those that lost people. Amen. But what's up on your neck of the woods, man?
You do know he was 80 years old, don't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know we living in our last days, too, but
you know, it's time for him to visit the upper room.
But you know what? But I'm just saying that he died from prostate cancer, and it showed, that people can really survive it if they get early testing and take care of it. But you know, we hate going to the doctors and stuff, man.
You ain't gonna survive it when you're 80 years old.
You know, shoot, my grandfather, my dad's father, he had prostate cancer for 30 years. He outlived the cancer.
But was he 80 years old when he first got it?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. You can live a long life.
The older you are, your immune system is not as strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why, like, stuff that you can recover from is different.
Right.
When you're that old.
Right.
You ain't recovering from no prostate cancer at no 80 years old.
You silly, man. But
you got to get your affairs in order.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just saying, man. You know, sometimes things can be preventable. You know, you can stop that in your youth from happening. If you get it checked out early, get that stuff.
I'm just talking about when you find out. I'm just talking about when you find out when you're 80.
No. Hey, some 80 years old people go to be Brahma bulls. You know what I mean? Brahma bulls.
I ain't know nobody that got prostate cancer and lived to 80. I just don't know.
but you know what? Anyway, man.
That's a death sentence.
Wait. Since the last time we talked to people of the audience, we elected a new president. We elected a new president. And we're going to talk.
You ain't put the clap in. You supposed to be happy.
Why? But okay, just for those who really are happy about it, we'll give the clap. Okay. We'll make the no spank you.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, man, before we go into that,
things gonna change,
It's gonna change.
Racism is dead. It's gone.
Yeah. Oh, happy days.
We don't get a reparation. We don't get reparations and everything.
Oh yeah. Okay. What does this mean to you? What is? I know since the last time.
Biden is our savior. Okay.
Okay. Let me.
He's the savior of the black people. Okay.
let me ask you this. Okay. Since the last time, me and you, we always had our debate on politics. And I told you that I don't trust the voting system. I don't vote. Everybody might be mad at me about that, but I don't vote. I haven't voted since Obama's first term, because I was very, very disappointed.
That's a shame, man. How can you be like that?
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Don't you know your voice, your vote changes things?
Wait a minute. Mean Queen said, wait, she brought back up. My grandfather outlived prostate cancer. He had it for 20 years, died at the age of 94.
But did he get it when he was 80?
Almost. He was in his 70s when he had it.
No. Was he diagnosed at age 80?
Yes. 20 years.
I think you just making up stuff. Because you go 20 years from when he died. How old was he? Stop making up stuff. All right?
20 years. He only been gone a year.
No. I said, how old was he when he was diagnosed with it?
She said 20 plus years. 20 plus years. That means he was set.
Okay. I said it again.
Well, no, I know what you're saying. Mean Queen, honey baby. How old was Granddad when he? How old was Granddad when he was diagnosed? We gotta help for the people that's mentally challenged. Tell them how much time that was. But anyway, getting back to.
She don't even know.
She said 1997.
How old was he? I don't know how old he was. Come on, man. What are you talking about? What the hell? 1997.
1997. So 1997. That was how many years ago?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about him.
That was 23. That was 23 years ago. That was 23 years ago. If he was
more than
23 years ago.
And how old was he?
So, okay, 23 minus 94. What is that? 71.
He was in his 70s, right?
71.
71. He wasn't, like I said, he wasn't 80 years old when
71,
he was
but stop.
Right?
Stop. So you go, but man, I ain't talking, but stop it, man. But we here to talk about the president, man. The president.
But 70 ain't the same as 80, okay? That's all. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. But we here to talk about your new president, man. And what did that mean? Did you jump in the street when he was elected? Did you break dance?
I did. I did. I jumped around. I was so happy, man. We got our first black vice president. That's the best.
For real? For real? Oh man, this is. Thank you. Yeah. So what does that mean to you? What does all this mean to you?
I think change is coming, man. I think she's gonna, help change things for us.
Oh yeah, well, like what? What would?
And that's a chance for young black women to know they can grow up to be vice president of the United States.
Ooh, now that's scary. No, but anyway, this is what, man. What's wrong with you? I hear that, but it's like I don't know, man. I don't think we gonna see the last of Trump. I don't think we gonna see the last of him. You know.
Hey, man.
Hey, what? They might.
I ain't got nothing to say, but I turn to the fines.
They might knock Biden off, and we got our first woman president.
Oh.
He said, "Oh." You think about it. That man's 78 years old.
Oh, I thought he was in his 80s.
I thought he was in his 90s. That man's 78 years old, dude.
The oldest president ever.
Is it? Dang,
yep.
Shoot, all of them look old. Look how Obama aged when he got in there. He was
he wasn't old though. He was old. Obama was around your age.
Stop it. Obama wasn't my doggone age. Okay. Says the man with the hair jelly. Keep on playing with me. But I'm just
saying. What are you talking about?
Hair jelly. Just for me. Come on.
Look, man, I wish we was on video. I'll show you myself. I ain't no just for nothing on me. Cut it out.
Well, I could get the old show and put the photos together and see how you must have aged from.
You just want to act like that because you got the 8-pack and you trying to show everybody. Hey man, don't be down on me, all right?
Yeah, man. We gonna make sure we get sponsored. We want to make sure we get sponsored by a toothpaste commercial company or something, so it can help you with your black gums. So stop playing with me, dude.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, it's all right.
Pink gums is a sign of gingivitis.
No, them black gums is them black German Shepherd gums.
Nah, that be,
see, that's how you was taught. That must have been that Highland Park training. Hey,
I know.
That Highland Park
There's
trade.
the man that was didn't have windows or a window in his door in school. Come on now.
Ooh.
You just hear y'all hollering and screaming.
Where did you get that from?
The truth.
Where did you get that one from?
Now let's talk about this president, man. Come on.
Okay, then, Joe.
So how do you feel, Ali? What? How do you feel about? How do you feel about having our first black president, vice president?
I don't feel about that. I'm really, you know, and people might get mad at me or not. I just do not believe they done proved since the civil rights movement that voting does not work for black people. It does not work.
How could you say such a thing, man? We're not living in the same time. It's no Jim Crow or anything.
But the only thing that we got was our natural rights that we were supposed to have. We still behind the 8 ball. We way behind the 8 ball. This country has almost basically restored every other thing except African Americans.
So, do you agree or disagree with Ice Cube?
You know, the platinum plan and all that stuff, where he was trying to see. That's what I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see if the Democrats sit down with Ice, with you know, some of our black leaders. They don't necessarily have to be Ice Cube, but because it feel weird to say. It feel weird to say, yeah, the president go sit down with Ice Cube, and all I can remember Ice Cube for is we be clubbing.
Black people was mad. Black people was mad at Ice Cube. Not black. Mostly black women was mad at Ice Cube.
Yeah.
And let me say this. Our black women do not have our backs like that.
Save it for the show.
I didn't hear you.
Save it for our topic. Remember that?
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's our topic. So, but you know, I feel you on that, and that's what, you know, when you look at that's why people are not too excited about Camila Harris' track record. You know, wasn't she?
People like who?
Wasn't she the DA? I thought she was the DA, the district attorney.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, as far as, you know, it was a case, the case that she had where she he kept evidence from a guy who got convicted. You know, she was learning for little dirty tactics and stuff like that.
No. Say how it went. A black guy.
Yeah, it was a black man.
Say a black guy that got convicted.
Yeah. It was.
She withheld evidence.
Yeah.
Okay. She withheld evidence. She went to a historically black college, right?
Yep.
But she took a job locking us up, right?
Right.
And then I know color has nothing to do with anything because you love who you love. But she went to a historically black college and married a white dude. She don't like black men. Period. I'm talking about everything is about your chosen track record. You know what I'm saying? Her track record, it shows that she don't like black men. Her father, which was black, left her mama. Left her her mama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean.
So that might be the reason why they say the first person that you learn to love and treat you right is your father. Mm-hmm. Her father left her mother. So she think I'm just
right.
This is what I think.
Right.
This might not be what's going on, but she might feel like black men do nothing but leave you. She have something against black men. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that by the withholding of the evidence, the way she locked us up. Because anybody else, I'm talking about you. If you for your people like that, you wouldn't even take that job.
Let me.
She didn't take that job because, I'm sorry.
Let me ask you this. I wanna shift this right quick. Do you believe that people that don't vote don't have a right to complain?
That's a hard one.
Listen.
Listen.
Okay.
Let me say what I'm gonna say. Voting helps in certain aspects, especially district voting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in your district, you know you can make changes.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as you in that presidential election,
Mm-hmm.
because the president don't really have any power.
Yeah.
You know, he got to ask permission to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you got Obama. If Obama got to ask permission to do everything, they already don't like him. They're going to make him powerless.
Mm-hmm.
And when he do show his power, if it's to help other people other than us, when I say other people, I'm talking about he help men be able to marry men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm saying I see his hands was tied when it came to certain things he had no control over, but he helped with that, with men being able to marry men. He helped that to help us. I mean, he had 8 years to help us, and he didn't help us.
You know what? I look at it as when people say, but I believe, like you say, that, you know, if you don't, you should have an alternative, some kind of alternative solution. But my alternative solution, I always vote in the local. I always vote in that local election. But I don't, like the presidential stuff, I don't vote. But I always look at it when people say you don't vote, you don't have the right to complain. Like if a ton of people believe that if you do crack, it'll cure your migraines or something like that. I'm just drawing something up. If you take crack, you cure your migraines. But I sit back and I look at crack doing the opposite. You know, I sit back and I see it stringing people out, making them unhealthy, and I say, you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not participating in that. And then they say, well, you don't have a right to say nothing about it because you didn't take it.
Okay, you kind of lost it there. Because my man's still on crack.
Your man's still on crack, man. I'm going to have to pray that crack demon out of you. Please, Lord, don't let him take it. God!
You talking about some crack.
I'm just saying, man. But I just drew that analogy, man. I'm for real though. But I just hate when people say that.
Crack for analogy? Come on now.
Yeah, crack. It keeps calling you, man. But I'm just saying, man. I just drew something extreme. You know, I like to get extreme with it, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, that was super extreme.
Yeah, but anyway, man. I want to get to another topic before we go into our main topic. And that is, what food dishes set you off, man, that just does not agree with you? What is the food dishes that do not agree with you? And I think my number one, man, is chili. I just cannot do chili. Hello?
You don't like chili?
I can't do chili.
How can you say you don't like chili, but you can eat chitlin sandwiches?
You could eat mountain.
You can
eat mountain oysters.
Have you ever had chitlins?
Long time ago. Long time ago. I used to eat them. I ain't had chitlins in over 20 years. 20-something years.
Well, you look like you eat chitlins with your eggs.
Man, it took you a while to come up with that one, huh? I know that brain just was fried thinking of that one. Minjo. But what is the dish? What is the dish for you, man?
I don't know. I like everything.
Groceries.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Nothing. But what is it, man? I know it's something that don't agree with you. Everybody, especially at your age now, you about 60. Yeah.
But you know what don't you know what don't agree with me? I used to love spicy food.
Oh.
Now spicy foods make my stomach hurt.
Oh man.
That's what happens when you get older, man. You can't eat what you used to eat.
Oh yeah.
I used to be able to drink milk. I can't drink whole milk anymore.
Yeah.
I drink almond milk. I can't eat beef anymore. I don't eat red meat, period.
Almond milk. Huh?
Don't drink the milk. Huh?
Almond milk. You may be thinking about almond.
Almond. Oh. Sicko.
Oh man. Yeah, man. It's certain things, man, you just cannot do. It's like your system just changed, dog, when you get just older, man. Just certain things that you can't do. And so, like I said, now I'm taking these cherry pills, man. They're supposed to help with inflammation. You know, now you got to do things that you used to hear the old people say. If you take some potato skins, it'll help you with your, it'll help you with your gout.
Look, only thing I'm talking about as far as the inflammation. If you stop eating groceries,
Boy. You and Pastor Wilson. I need my assistant in here. But hey, it is what it is. It's a lot. What I'm asking anybody out there, what is that food out there that just does not agree with you? You know, if you want to talk about any of these, comment on any of these, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. I know, man, milk don't agree with me. I can't do a lot of milk and nothing like that. And like when I know I gotta go like Sundays when I gotta go to church, I make sure I can't eat no type of breakfast because it'll set me off. Eggs and all that, it'll set me off. And I don't want to be in the pulpit and have to leave the pulpit. Man, that is over.
I used to love a T-bone steak in the morning with some toast.
Stop
eggs.
It. Stop it.
And some hash browns.
Stop
and,
it.
I think 2003, I was unable to eat. I stopped eating red meat. 2003, I stopped eating red meat. Period.
Stop it.
Stop what?
Stop it. You eat meat.
I said red meat. Which one's your brain? You can't hear me?
You eat meat. You eat that red meat, Sil. You eat groceries.
I don't eat red meat.
You eat groceries, so you eat red meat. But so, but
how that?
So you know what I'm talking about, but I don't know what you talk. Where your mind at with it? But anyway, man, I want to get it. I want to get into our topic for today. You ready for that topic, man?
I'm ready.
Okay. Our topic for today, and it was just about, you was about to let the cat out of the bag, too. But our topic for today, are black men and women supportive of each other? Are black men and women supportive of each other? And it's funny, just getting into the talk of the presidential election and our first black vice president, which was the first woman elected in that, I might add, in which I think is being set up to be, it's going to make room for a woman to be president one day. I know over the past 12 years, we done seen evolution. We done seen things happen that we didn't quite expect to happen, but now we here. And I think, what do you think the most the dividing point is between? First of all, before I say that, do you think that we're supportive of each other?
I don't think so. And I'm gonna give you the reason why I say that.
Okay.
Anytime it's a rape allegation or whatever, even on social media, you have a lot of our sisters saying, he did it. I'm talking about, he need to go to jail without any evidence.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, they want us to support them for whatever, but we get zero support. And we was talking about this yesterday. That's how it is. We go out into the world and we deal. I'm talking about me as being a black man. We deal with so much stuff. Everybody comes before us. Mexicans come before us. White people come before us. The black woman comes before us. Then us. They talk about how we killers, we rapists, we don't take care of our kids. This is the stuff that we have to hear every day. And I was just saying this. I said, well, they say black men don't take care of their kids. All the black men that I know take care of their kids. Where they said this so much, people start believing it.
And that's what
all you're gonna do is get you pregnant and leave. What are you talking about? I don't know that life.
And you know what? Stats, we see in history that stats can be so exaggerated, especially in our community. Things could be so, even when just hopping over to when they say a number of black men don't take care of their kids, and then they exaggerate the stats. And then like when we get to like, let's say when we saw, I think I saw a couple of years ago, even when we got into like the homicide rates in the city of Detroit, they exaggerated it. And I saw that they added gross point stats to our stats. Like a murder in Grosse Pointe happened, and they slide it on over. Oh, this happened in Detroit, and it's the same thing with Yeah,
no. I'm talking about nobody want to be associated with Detroit until something like that happens.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, them little suburban. Oh, that's Detroit. No, that's not Detroit.
Right. Yeah.
Just like you might hear somebody say, "Oh yeah, I'm from Detroit." Say, what part? Grosse Pointe? You're not from Detroit.
Right.
Grosse Pointe is not Detroit.
And it's the same.
If you want to know if it's Detroit, check your insurance rates.
You ain't lying.
Your car insurance.
You be reminded real quick. You be reminded real quick. And it's so fun.
And that's how I feel about the vice president, Harris.
Yeah. I'm
talking about, they want to say the black Indian. They give her all. I'm talking about anything to disassociate yourself from black. Any other time, she'd just be a black woman. They won't give her that.
Right.
She's a black woman. That's why they keep showing her family pictures of her and her husband. She's black, but she's not black like that. You see what I'm saying?
They kind of did the same thing to Obama. Black. They kind of did the same thing to Obama. Huh? What you say?
Yeah, but Obama, you see, like I want to see a vice president or a president that's not mixed with nothing. You see what I'm saying? So they won't be able to say, "Oh, he's black, but he's not black like that." I want a James Evans president. He's black for real. I want a George Jefferson president.
Yeah, that'll get him on my side. You know,
that'll get him on my side. But you won't see that. She said, "I'm a black woman," and I said this in the article. But guess what? I prosecute black men. I didn't marry. I wouldn't marry into a black family. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. If the tables was reversed, they'd call me all types of Uncle Toms.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah.
But all of a sudden, I need to be so happy.
You know,
I'm talking about.
And that is the thing, the biasness of it, because like you sit there now let's go back a little bit. Now, when OJ had the code, you know, and he went through his little problems, and they were like, that's what he get for marrying a white woman. You know, and now it's, you know, it's different when it's a black woman marrying a white man. It's totally different. But you're supposed to be able to love who you love.
You know what I wonder? I wonder how do their conversations go when she gets off work. What happened today, honey? Oh, this guy, he was sitting there saying he didn't do it. I gave him 20 years. Knowing that the justice system and everything is set up not to work for us.
Mm-hmm.
But your job is to put us in jail. Well, I took that job so I could make a difference. Where's the difference that you made?
Mm-hmm. That was so funny because I was just watching something on what was that? I think that was ID, and they were talking about they were doing a timeline of how they were comparing Timothy McVeigh after he did the Oklahoma City bombing, and how many terrorist groups sprung up after that, and then they went from Donald Trump when he became president, and how many hate groups started coming up after that, and then people that were getting arrested, and they were citing in the same in their different eras. A lot of the terrorist groups said they were inspired by Timothy McVeigh, and then a lot of hate group guys were saying they was inspired by Donald Trump. And so it just, you know, a lot of that, man, we deal with so much, like you said, as far as they would unless a black man really makes a way for himself, they would rather promote and put up front our black sisters than to see, especially somebody that really loves his community and loves his people, a black man that really loves his community and his people. They have a problem with the promotion of that. I swear they might be taking an oath and be like, hey, don't give this knowledge to your people. Don't, you know, I don't know. I'm just, you know, thinking.
Well, I didn't see Ben Carson's family portrait. How was his portrait?
I don't know. I really haven't. I really haven't. You know, but like a lot of things. But like I think we was talking off the show where we said, you know, I think a lot of black people are waking up to what the Democratic Party has done to us, you know, and, you know, we have no faith in that Democratic Party. It's not meant for, they stand for a lot of things that are really against the black family. Abortions, you know, and all of that. What is that? Welfare, that's taking the fathers out the house and all of that. It stands for a lot of little things that we, you know, if you really trying to help the black family, why the father can't be there?
Right.
That's just plain and simple. You know. So, and then even now they showing where, you know, we getting a change in our healthcare right now, where now they're taking out the clause where you can where you don't have to really pay for, you know, accident in case something happened with you, and you know, in an accident they taking away that where you got to have collision in your health insurance to cover you in case you get in an accident. They taking that away, but now it's putting it's gonna fall. That cost gonna fall somewhere else. You know, in your, I think, in the car insurance, you know how they do you got to have so much coverage and stuff like that. And it's just outrageous right now. And, you know, and we can't afford that. The average black, what average black person can afford to be a Republican? You know?
Yeah.
So it's crazy, man. I don't know. But back to the support factor, I think, you know, you'll be lucky to find somebody, you know, that supports your dream. But it's a lot of stupidity out here, because a lot of these it's like psychological programming. A lot of these women, you know, black women out here, they thinking life is Housewives of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They think like that, and you be like, man, I mean, aren't you too old to be? I mean, and I'm not just talking about women that are 20 years old and stuff that you can kind of a little bit excuse. 18 and 20 years old, you can excuse because they got more maturing to do. But when you hear somebody 45 years old and talking stupid like Atlanta, you know, Housewives of Atlanta, you like, man, what the hell? What is that? I mean, give or take, it's a lot of...
They talk like, people talk like the stuff from TV is real life.
Right.
That's where the whole programming thing comes in.
Yeah.
If you have somebody that's constantly you watch TV, they're being programmed, then you got to deal with them. They're talking about Tasha from Power like she's a real person. Like, that's make believe. It's not real.
Right.
Ghost is not a real person. Tommy's not a real person. These are people they made up and put on a piece of paper.
And then they be like, I want a man like Ghost. You know? You be like, are you for real? I mean, I see tons of chicks almost 50 years old talking about they can't find no man, but yet you see them on Facebook doing selfie videos, dancing in the club by themselves, and you know, like that's come on now, you're too old for that mess. You know,
who say you're supposed to grow up after you get older?
You know, shoot. When you 80, that's when you digress to a baby, back to a baby. You know, so
who said that? Did you just make that up?
I'm just saying. When you get dementia, your mind starts slipping. Hey, I'm gonna tell an older person that you a baby now. Stop talking to me, baby. What's wrong? Man, you silly though. But hey,
would you stop doing that baby talking, telling me stuff? Wah 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 wah.
Come and talk to me. But hey, I'm just saying it's real rough out here. I think we got a lot of bonding to do. We got a lot of healing that we have to do in order for us to get it back together. Because it's like, I mean, the trust thing between us is just all the way gone. But can we can we really blame it early? Because I know for the longest, men have dominated in them areas. Do you think it's just the fact that back in the day that we were more, let's say, so-called dominant and,
No, this is how it went. Okay. The black men, we put our lives on the line. A lot of the boycotts and stuff like that happened in the, was it 60s, the 50s and the 60s?
50s, 60s, yeah.
They seen that happen. So they said to themselves, how can we stop this? You take the power away from the black man, give it to the black woman, and put the black woman on our side. And that destroyed the whole black family. And that's what you see is going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when if you see somebody like Kobe Bryant or Bill Cosby get accused of rape, he did it. I'm talking about without any evidence or anything. They say we did it. That's why your boy Tupac went to prison. He did it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
okay. Now let me tell a story.
Okay.
This is a true story. In my 20s, I got accused of rape in my 20s. I didn't rape anybody.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I got accused of rape is because I slept with a girl. I told my boy. She came over with her girl. She slept with me. And I told my boy. And she told her friend he must have put something in my drink. He drugged me and raped me. Then when I talked to her, I said, why would you say I raped you? She said, why you running your mouth and open your mouth like a woman? And I'm thinking to myself, that mean I gotta go to prison?
Right.
Her girl calling me calling me up, calling me rapist. Her father was a sergeant at the Detroit Police Department. We gonna have you locked up. And I'm thinking, dang, I'm about to get charged with rape just because I ran my mouth.
Right. And that's
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing too. They do us in. Like most of them. I ain't saying all black women, but I'm saying most of the majority of them. They'll do you.
Not all black women. Not all black women.
Yeah.
They're not all black, but they've been programmed to hate us and not to be there for us since they was kids.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
Let me ask you this: did we play a part in that game? Did we play some kind of part in it?
I think we played some kind of part. I'm talking about the black man is not all innocent when it comes to everything, but what we always had that black woman that have our back. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? No matter what was going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, when people were getting bit up by dogs or whatever, hey, that black woman bandaged us up. Told us we can go back out and do it again, but we don't have that no more.
Right. You lucky if you do.
When you see some of these videos, when somebody jump out on the police, most of the time it's a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
The black dudes will sit back in the background, won't say a word.
Right.
But the black woman will jump up and have your back.
Mm-hmm. So
if you can destroy that, hey. Man, you did something big.
Right.
Because when we ain't got the black woman to help support us, we have nothing.
And like you said, it's a lot of that. I think then the creation of the women's lib groups and you know what I'm saying. I think it really put that divide in it. And you hear a lot of women walking around now saying, "I don't need no man," and you be like, "What?"
But they got programmed with that, when they was little girls. You get programmed to say, I don't need a black man. No, we need each other.
Right.
A black man can't say he don't need a black woman. Mm-hmm. A black woman can't say she don't need a black man. Mm-hmm. Because when you say you don't need a black man, your little boy turns out with his legs crossed like a woman.
Mm-hmm.
He sit down when he pee.
It's crazy. And that's why it's so important that that we train our sons and our daughters up right, man. And it's like, would you say that our generation, Generation X, was kind of like the lost generation?
I can say it. I can say that. You know why? I call it that hip hop generation. Because we grew up with that rap music, whatever, drinking 40s. And a lot of people, they left their kids with their mamas. They didn't raise their kids.
Mm-hmm.
And now them kids having kids.
Mm-hmm.
So we as that generation where we taught the kids absolutely nothing. I taught my daughter something.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to say that. I just leave that alone. But I couldn't even imagine, you know, if I was nowhere around, how she would be.
Right. You know what kind of
if I listen to that rhetoric that they created, black men don't take care of their families. They told us we wouldn't make it to 21. We actually believed that bull crap. And we stopped planning and looking forward to the future because they said we weren't going to live that long to enjoy the future. You see what I'm saying?
You know what? And the thing is, I remember my daughter came up to me, and I was sitting. This was Saturday night, and you know I had to preach Sunday, so I do a lot of little meditation and prayer and studying before I preach, and so my daughter came up to me and she said, "Daddy, what you thinking about?" And I said, she said, "Are you nervous about tomorrow, about preaching?" And I said, I do be kind of nervous because I always, you know, God holds me responsible for what I feed the sheep. So I always try to be careful of what I say. And my daughter was like, she thought about it. And so when Sunday came and when I began to preach, and I said, amen. And there was a little baby boy in the audience, and he looked like he had to be like 1 year old or something. And he said, amen. And then that made me realize, it made me realize, you know, hey, that's how we reverse, if they can be taught rap music and stuff like that, if they exposed to the right things, we got to get them out of the environments that we were used to and all that cussing and stuff like that. If they can, if we can get them to focus. And then the funny thing about it, the church laughed when he said it. And so he kept, all through the sermon, the little boy was like, amen. And then I said, hallelujah. And then he went, hallelujah. And it just show you that, this stuff can be reversed. And it's just, hey, but it's all about, got to be a collective effort. It can't just be mama or daddy. It got to be both together, We got to reverse a lot of that. That's why I'm glad. I think that was you that said that. You said your kid's going to be able to grow up and say, we had both mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
But when I grew up, I didn't have that. Myself, I had my grandparents together, though. That's one that I get. But as far as my mom and my dad being together, I didn't have that. And a lot of.
But you still seeing a black man loving a black woman. That's your grandparents.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you got a chance to see a black man loving a black woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what we've been taught that don't exist. Remember, we talked about that. How many girlfriends do you have?
Yeah.
Things that they don't talk. They don't say. You found that special one that you're gonna marry. They don't talk to us like that.
Right.
They talk to us like we gonna be whoremongers.
Yeah. Yep. So it's crazy to me, man. That
programming. That's what it's about. That's what all that social media and TV is about, programming you to think a certain kind of way. That's what's so dangerous about these reality shows.
And that's what kind of like get me more in the long run, because you think about these bad kids right now, and the ones that people turn their noses up. You know, the one that most of these, you know, let's say, I just don't want to put it on one sex, but when the father is not in the home, that is real bad for a woman that's trying to raise young men. And
that's how they put it out there.
Yeah.
They don't want black men around.
Yeah, it's real bad, because you have these mothers. There's more times over, you know, they feel like they gotta be, you know, either they're too babyish with the young men.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You pay child support, right?
Yeah.
If you would have took all that child support money and it would have went towards your son and didn't have to go through the courts, do you think your child would have been better off? I'm talking about it create a bad relationship between you and the mom.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get all the money. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When the mother and the father got a bad relationship, that affects the child.
Right.
And that child gonna become grown, have kids of their own.
Right.
Now you got the dysfunctional parent trying to raise a child.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's the thing too. I had a point, but I was kind of robbed of it because, you know, my brain ain't working like it used to. Yeah, I got that.
Ali brain.
Yeah, that Ali brain is just gone.
Yeah.
And
it took too many blows to the head, man.
Dog, what was?
I got some pills for you, man.
No, the point that I was trying to make, dog, it was right on the. Dang, it was something.
Well, I'm gonna hate to see you when you get in your 80s.
I'm gonna be a baby, but.
Oh, you gonna be a baby? You gonna be a toddler, boo-booing on yourself,
right? And sitting down.
I had to do something. You gonna say, I knew I had to do something. Then you gonna go to the bathroom on yourself. Oh, I had to boo-boo. I remember now.
Man, you stupid, man. But hey, you know, I think, man, we gotta work on each other, man. We definitely do. We got to get it, because like I said, I think a lot of it is that there's PTSD in the black community, and it's a lot that we got to heal from, and we can't come at each other and try to form a union when we both still wounded, and we got to get over these wounds and stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that we done been through, especially if you've been through a bad relationship and stuff like that. I think before you can come together, you gotta have some healing time. You really, but we just jump. We just jump from relationship to relationship.
Word for the day, preacher. That's the word for the day.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know,
90 seconds.
One of the things that one of my mentors told me, he said, you know, even if you could be an intelligent minister. He said, one of the most profound speaking ministers, he said, but you can't minister to souls if you wounded. If you're a wounded soul, you can't minister to them, you know, because you hurt. So how you going to help somebody heal when you hurt?
60 seconds.
Man, you so silly, man. But anyway, man, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Fatcat Show today with this silly guy over here, man. God! but definitely, heal. It's time to heal, y'all. It's time for black men and women to get together, man, and just, you know, form that strong, united black front once again. It can happen, though.
Pull on the back of Jesus' garment, okay?
Yeah.
Get healed.
Touch the hem of his garment. You know, you got to do that, man. But hey. But once again, you know, subscribe to the Fatcat Show Network, and we out of here, y'all. And don't think we we're being racist or anything. We just telling how we
10
see it.
seconds.
The black experience. We up out of here, y'all. Peace.